Hey guys, it's Jimin here, and welcome back to another anime reaction. Today we're reacting to Reincarnated as a Sword, episode 4. That is right. If you guys did not know, 2 days ago we reacted to the actual 3rd episode, which was really good, and we're trying to catch up the series to watch the next episode. Now, it has been Wednesday already, so there's already been a new episode for episode 6, so we really do need to catch up. So, the plan for today is simple. We're going to react to episode 4. Tomorrow we'll react to episode 5. The next day after that, we're going to react to episode 6. So I'm looking forward to reacting to all of them. Now, of course, I will be breaking this down for YouTube. So if you want the full length reaction and also early access to the newer episodes until we catch up with the recent episode, then check out our Patreon, support us there, get early access and get some awesome perks. But for right now, though, let's react to number 3. Okay, so we last left episode where FRAN was versing a bunch of goblins, but now we're following up on that because she wants to get stronger and she doesn't want to really back down. So we're going to be seeing where she's at right now and see how far she's gotten since we last left off. And also, supposedly, we might get some other stuff done. I'm not entirely sure what's going to go on this episode, but I am looking forward to it either way. And those guys got sliced and diced really fast. So it looks like teacher's realizing that FRAN wants to take the tough journey because she's already kind of token it while picking up this sword, like becoming the hero. So she doesn't really want to back down. So she wants a tough adventure, but also get really strong out of it without being worried of what lies ahead. Which honestly makes sense if she wants to get like cracked. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like how he's kind of glancing over that. And also, damn, that's gonna hurt. Looks like that heal though is gonna be clutch. Just imagine that arrow though was tipped with poison, because then you have to use an antidote stuff. Looks like it isn't tipped though. She is literally just steamrolling through all the goblins. You also got to keep in mind that some of these are hobgoblins too, so you know she's like versus some bigger ones too. I think the ones are supposed to be hobgoblins, the masked ones, and the ones without the mask are supposed to be not hobgoblins. I'm not entirely sure if that's what they're going for, but who knows. It looks like she went until dusk and like steamrolled all the goblins. Also leveled up out of that. Let's freaking go. You know her hands are gonna have so many calluses and stuff too because she's like bleeding. Even the smith is like, dude, what the heck happened? What did you do? She cut down over 100 freaking goblins, dude. Dude, that would make Goblin Slayer proud, man. I was seeing a lot of people reference this episode around like Goblin Slayer for like some people type of video like, how many goblins did she kill? Oh, FRAN, the Goblin Slayer. Yeah, just a bunch of other stuff. But it looks like she found the goblin's hideout. She's kind of just scouting it out. But she also wants to kind of go in, but it looks like it doesn't make sense because it's sunset. So she's just gotta prep beforehand. So it looks like they're just going to collect the crystals right now so they get more skills and stuff from the goblins from earlier. So that way they have like more skills to activate. So they'll probably get a ton from it. Oh, that would have been awkward. They were just starting to absorb midway through. That would have been awkward. Looks like everyone now knows where the goblin's hideout is, that's for sure. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's just a normal goblin hideout. So it's a dungeon, which is going to be definitely interesting. Either they're going to do the dungeons from, like, they'll be a dungeon master, or that it'll just be kind of just a random spawn. I don't know how they do it in the series. Looks like the information she has is very valuable because, like, what she did. So it looks like since the goblins aren't reaching, they just kind of fight it till the end. That means like there's something even stronger in the actual dungeon because they can't go back there and chill because they get slaughtered if they went back to their home. Survival of the fittest kind of thing. It looks like they wanted the company or her to take down this dungeon, which is gonna be absolutely hype, and that'll be banging for her. Maybe get some good fights out of it. You know what I'm saying? Good battle experience. So it looks like they don't have enough time to kind of like for her to complete the quest requirement to get her like a promotion, but they basically understand like what she did is equivalent to the trainer who's like C rank. I think I read that right. So they're just gonna say, hey, you're correct. You want to come with us? We could use all the help we get. All that scenario. So yeah, that's right. We love to see it. I'm pretty sure if FRAN was like rated right now, like in the beginning, she'd probably be in between B to A rank just because like what her combat skills decent, right? But her sword like guarantees like a high ranking. So it's kind of nice to see that Fran even knows like she wants to get stronger, so she could be on par with teacher. So that's nice. We like to see that. We like to see that. So it looks like the dungeons in this world are pretty simple. They kind of just spawn and stuff like that. But of course, the closest monster to it becomes the dungeon master, and then of course, all the dungeons the more unique design. Also, the more loot there is, because there's gonna be loot no more there. Now, Fred Chan asking questions, the god good. You could see that way. Because it's kind of like providing for people to go on an adventure and kind of do the dungeon, right? But the god also is kind of like made this that way humanity might improve. That's at least how I'm seeing it. And that way, if they don't improve, they don't get the rewards of being able to push themselves. If that makes sense. And also the scare up from last episode that he was making us versus Freddy. So that's hype. 3D titles, Goblin Slayer. Not Goblin Slayer. Goblin Killer, my bad. Killing over 100 goblins. Sheesh. And this boosts her stats too. I love how they kind of just do like, what was the double ganger skill? He's using it in a way to actually kind of just level and frame, which is nice. I like that a lot. I think the way they kind of like do it is kind of cool. Because it kind of seems like it's fun. I don't know. And it looks like Frank wants to wash his sword, even though he's kind of a guy. He's just like, no, I shouldn't go in the bath. I also have my sword, but he's still going to go in anyways. Do I need to heavy blur this? That's the question. Looks like Frank's just enjoying it. Like, he's a cat. She's a cat and a girl, so she's just kind of asking me, guys, do you like baths? Even though, like, you're a cat girl, you know what I'm saying? And it looks like more girls here too, but looks like now you're supposed to bring your weapon in. It's kind of funny though because he's a guy and he's just like so awkward. Interesting how she frames that as it him because it is a him, and they're just like enjoying themselves, eating food and drinking after a good shower. Also, you wouldn't really question a child bringing the toy in to clean it, because some kids do that. So I guess it makes sense that she kind of want to clean her sword. So it's the thing kids do is they really like care about their things, but for her it's more like she cares about it, but also it's like a person to her. So yeah, I don't know, that's at least I see it as. So it looks like the thing he did in the plains, killing all those big monsters, has caused like a damage in the ecosystem. So it looks like all the high rank adventurers are out kind of figure out what's going on with that, even though like we know what's going on with that. He really messed up the ecosystem. And it looks like she's trying to get more information about how the gods work. In the last 10, great god is the god of chaos. This she. And he keeps the balance in the world and give humanity strength to persist. In order to do that, introduce chaos into the world. So yeah, so the dungeons are supposed to be like the chaos she creates, but it's supposed to help humans or help the people of this world persist and like move forward, not hold them back. So that's why like if they don't beat a dungeon, they aren't persisting to moving forward to like a better future. It's a cool concept. I like that. It looks like the god of war seems to be an evil god though, who's gone rogue, which is unfortunate. It's interesting how like some animes like focus on the god of war being like a good god or bad god depending on like how the god perceived things. But it looks like since he had a bunch of like power and there wasn't really anything to fight, he just challenged the other gods, and of course like he went rogue because of it and they sealed him away. And it looks like most of the goblins, orcs, and fiends are from his seal that's leaking. It's like Calamity Ganon from like Legend of Zelda. And she just got overloaded with all the information. Oh, looks like the scarab's ready. Okay, so it was this episode. I thought he was like, saying it like it was not going to be ready for the next episode. I was tripping. I thought he was saying like it's almost done. Looks like the scarab looks sick though, so we'd love to see that. Scarab? Am I saying that right? If I'm not saying it right, let me know in the comments. And if you want to roast me, go for it. Ooh, that's a cool sound. That's hype. I was thinking float with it too, because if it's, you know what's the most interesting about that? Like she's gonna have to pull it in and out, if like consistently before it puts wear and tear on it. Because as scarabs usually work first time around, is that you'll put the sword in, right? But since the scarab hasn't been used, it'll be hard to pull out the sword. So usually they pull it in and out, which will leave rug marks on the side of it. Then we'll pull it out. But it looks like he has an easy way of popping it open by releasing the strings around it. And of course, since he's like got a bunch of like, you know, typical games, so, like he just kind of reclosed himself. But yeah, that's cool. Like physically, would this scared open like this work? That's my question. I probably have to double check into it, but I know like her pulling out the sorting out consistently would be like something she has to wear and tear in. So now you know about how scarabs work. I'm probably saying that wrong still. And it looks like they're finally going on their goblin subjugation, which we love to see. You know what I will say about this anime? It seems like all the colors are kind of bland. Like, there isn't a lot of pop to the colors, which isn't a bad thing per se, but I feel like during outside they should be popping more. Like in the caverns, it kind of makes sense, lighting and stuff like that, but I feel like outside should be a little bit more bright. That's just the me thing though. Like his skin should be a little bit more red. It looks like the goblins are attacking them because they're kind of discussing everyone on the left side. We barely made a peep. The guy yelling to everyone in the audience trying to prepare. Be like bro moment. Yeah, it looks like no one knows that the hobgoblins are hobgoblins and goblins are goblins, so they can't really tell the difference because they're not as experienced. So it looks like she's gonna help out. And some people are questioning if she can do it by herself like him. Ooh, he should have just focused on the fight, not himself. It's kind of one of those things where it's kind of survival of the fittest at this point. Just focus on yourself, survive, and don't focus on others. It looks like her goblin killer skill. Whoa! So it looks like from killing all those goblins, she got a magic attack boost and all the stats, right? So it looks like she's a freaking demon compared to everyone else. No, compared to every other goblin. That would only make logical sense because she went on a freaking massacre, you know what I'm saying? And she just absolutely steamrolled that guy. Bro, I'd be like, that's in my mouth. It's in my mouth. Ugh. That's kind of unfortunate. Because then they can't get the skills from the goblins if they have any. Because if she could get all the skills from the goblins, and if she gets duplicate skills, that would be very useful for her, though. You know, not only to just level up, but also upgrade her skills too in the process. But people start questioning like whether or not what she's doing. Also that Sabertooth skill, Pirate Sabertooth, Air Leap, which is pretty OP. Everyone's just like, what the? I actually like how they did that. It doesn't look really like fast-paced. It looks like she's trying to be careful when she does because she's not used to it. Because it's the first time we use that skill. But it looks like it's a high-tier skill. Like, it's called Air Leap, but the one she's using is not Air Leap. It's a skill token called Tiger. I guess they look similar, but they work different functions, or maybe they work in the same kind of function. But hers is maybe different. I don't know. We'll probably see what the other one looks like down the line. But, you know. And Sonic Wave just absolutely clapped all those guys. Holy crap. Just keep repeating that. Don't even, like, worry about using, like, close-up combat. Just keep using Air Blast, Sonic Blast, dude. If you're just, like, cutting down a wave of enemies like that, I just do that. Never mind. She's going to blast the frick out of them. Okay, I take back what I said. You're... Oh, friend, I'm going to stop talking and just let her just smoke these things. Because she just absolutely fried them. Get it? Ha ha ha. Fried. Looks like she's gonna go in the dungeon by herself. They kind of start clapping, so use some crystals. She wants to kill the king and queen. Let's go. So it looks like this is dungeon. Oh, this is that one goblin we saw earlier, who was freaking weird in the face, and he looks like he summoned the demon. The strongest class of monsters. No one will be able to defeat the dungeon. So yeah, he summoned a freaking demon. Sheesh. Dude, you know when Frank kills that thing, she's about to get some mad skills. So that was episode 4. Let's actually go over my thoughts about this episode. And yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so episode 4 was pretty good. We got to see where Frank left off, where she clapped all those goblins. She took care of that with absolute ease. Then we also got to see her getting her scarab. She watched her teacher, of course, which was kind of funny because of the fact that, like, he's a guy and a sword, and it's kind of awkward. And, like, no one knows that he's a guy, so, like, we know if, like, any anime in a scenario like that, if they knew he was a guy, they'd be all, like, freaking out, right? So, yeah, the kind of way they did it was cool. I think it wasn't, like, too terrible. It wasn't too obvious, so that's nice. And then after that, we actually had her fighting, or not getting ready, or getting, oh, wait. Yeah, getting ready for the Goblin Stampede, but they found out it's actually a dungeon. There's probably high-level monsters in there. We know now there's a demon in there. She's gonna have to fight. So I'm looking forward to the 5th episode and see what goes on that. Like, I've already watched it, and I'm not gonna lie. When we watch the 5th episode and react to it, it's gonna be pretty fire. It's going to be pretty fire. I'm not going to cap. Now, if you guys enjoyed this reaction here today, though, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so you don't miss out when we act that 5th episode. And of course, if you want the full length reaction, don't forget to check us out on Patreon. Support us there, get some access to some perks. And I will see you guys in a video. G-Man, out.